Hi guys, your boy is back again, and it's Anson Cochito. How we are doing today? And I hope our week has been great, and happy weekend. So this is actually the preview of the match between Chelsea, or let me say Newcastle, and Chelsea. Newcastle at James's Park versus Chelsea, and this is going to be a race for the top 5 position, and is between the 4th position on the log, EPL log, which is Newcastle right now, and the 5th, and that is Chelsea. So it's going to be exciting because the match kickoff is a long time, UK time, and it's going to be a blockbuster match, which everybody has been looking, forward to watching. Good news is that the two teams actually have a week to rest because Newcastle are not vying in any European competition. For Chelsea already rested. In fact, I can theoretically say the first 11, except for Chalobah and Reece James. So all the regulars in terms of the first 11 has been rested during the midweek game against the Jugadin team that they won. Chelsea won 1-0 against Jugadin to qualify for the Conference League final, right? So all the players are available in Chelsea and also Newcastle. It's going to be a very, very interesting game because Manchester City played a 0-0 draw with Southampton. Nobody saw that coming. In fact, the race of this top 5 position is going to head to the wire. It's going to actually head to the last day of the season because Manchester City was actually trying to, everybody believed they were going to win so that they will actually be on the same point with the second position Arsenal, but unfortunately, Southampton are not ready to, get a very terrible record and tied the record with, I think, Derby County as a club that have a very woeful season in the EPL before they got relegated. So Chelsea now, the focus is to, ensure that we win against Newcastle away from home, so that we can also, be closer to Manchester City. The same thing with Newcastle, because Chelsea and Newcastle, they have the same point, basically. On the log table now, in fact, the same goal difference. But Newcastle is actually above Chelsea, and any decision, anything, any scoreline in favor of any of the two clubs, right, is going to get, is going to give the clubs, any of the clubs, a very good or green light that, okay, top 5 position, UEFA Champions League qualification is almost certain. So, in terms of the tactical aspect of it, right, everybody knows Newcastle play a medium block and they play aggressively. They have Tonali, they have Guimaraes, right, and they have Garantipia that also knows how to cross, making a lovely cross from the right back position, right? So the midfield contest is going to be between Sandro Tonali, Guimaraes, and Enzo Fernandez and Romeo Lavia, right? And it's going to be very tough in the sense that Newcastle will want to use the crowd, noise, and the home advantage against Chelsea, right? And Chelsea is also in a very good run of form right now because they have won 3 games back-to-back now, right? They won Everton, Chelsea won Everton, Liverpool, and won that team like that. So at this point in time, this is going to be a deciding game for both teams. And the best outcome for both teams is not to lose, because if they lose, that means they're going to be far away from that top 5 position, right? But if any of them win, that means top 5 is secured. So as much as it's tricky, it's also very important that there must be a result. There must be 3 points, right? Chelsea will be also worried about the, attacking prowess of Newcastle. And I'm talking about their, their talisman, Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is also gunning for the golden boot, just behind Mo Salah. And so any slight opportunity that he gets in front of goal, he's going to nick it. He's going to score. So Chelsea cannot actually afford to, slack and ensure that he scored the goals, right? And for the team list for Chelsea, for the defense line for Chelsea, like I said, Chalobah played a couple of minutes during the midweek, but he's going to start. I think the collabo between Chalobah and Colwill is here to stay for now. And he played his heart out against Liverpool. In fact, Liverpool and Everton, he has been consistent for those two games. And both of them will start. That's what I see. Kurela also he played 45 minutes, rested also during the midweek. He's going to play the left back. He's the best left back in the EPL this season. No disputes, no contest. And the right back position, I will give it to who else? Who else? It's not Rich James. I will give it to Moises Caicedo. Because Moises Caicedo is going to actually be playing that right back and invert to the midfield, so that there will be a midfield combination between Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and Romeo Lavia. This is a very good time that Lavia is actually fit. He played like 77, 78 minutes last week. So it's a good news that, in fact, Maresca mentioned it, that after the game against Liverpool, somebody told him that for 6 months, this is the first time that the first 11 is complete for them to play. And it worked. So Lavia, Enzo, and Caicedo will invert from the right back position, right? And from the right wing, which is number 7 position, I see Pedro Neto starting. He's going to actually cut inside, shoot. And Noni Madueke, as usual, he has been impressive in that left position. So Sancho is going to actually sit. Sancho played a lot on Thursday. So I see Noni actually retain his spot. He even tried. He did well in that left position. So we have Kopama playing behind Nicholas Jackson. So that's the first 11 for Chelsea that is going to play against Newcastle. For Newcastle, the regulars is going to play. But I see Avi Barnes starting before Jacob Murphy. I don't see Jacob Murphy starting, but I see Avi Barnes starting. So about all the regulars, Isak is going to start, Trippier, Dambon, all of them is going to. Livramento is going to start. Livramento will sit on the bench for Trippier, but he's going to come in later on. That's what I think. Jolentin also, all of them, Donali will be there, right? And I see overall my prediction, I see a 2-2 draw. I see a 2-2 draw, except Chelsea decides to surprise me. I remember Chelsea, the last time we won there was 3-0. I remember a goal scored by Rich James that time. And the last time, in fact, for the past 6 games now, in the home turf of Newcastle have won 6 games, 6 wins. So that is their fortress right now. And they have actually mastered the art of winning. So it's left for Chelsea to unlock their defense and soak in the pressure, play on the counter. That's the strategy Chelsea is going to use, right? Soak in the pressure, any opportunity for counter, take your bike and run. And I see Neto during that runs. I see Noni during that runs as well. And I see the passes, creative passes for Fernandez and Cole Palmer. So even Eddie even mentioning that Chelsea have a lot of creative players to unlock defenses that they have to be very careful. Remember, during the run to the EFL Cup, they played against each other. Chelsea and Newcastle played. They won. They knocked out Chelsea. They knocked out Chelsea, right? But they already know Chelsea that Chelsea is actually a very difficult team to break, right? If we really need a game, right? And this game that Chelsea want to play against them, it's a must win for both teams, and it's going to be very difficult. So that's why my prediction is 2-2 draw. But as a Chelsea fan, as a true blue, I want us to win at least 2-1. So if Maresca and the boys want to delight me, they want to make me happy, they want my weekend to be great, let them win 2-1. So that at least all 5 positions is almost guaranteed. Because the next game we're going to be playing against United, and United is coming to Stratford Bridge. It's going to be very difficult. United, they may be draggy, they may be doing all sorts of, all form against other teams. But when it's Chelsea, they want to play with their heart out and say, no, We're going to actually give our best not to be disgraced. So we need to actually ensure that this game against Newcastle is a must win. And if we don't win, if we play a draw, then we have to win United, right? So let me know in the comment section, what do you think will be the scoreline? It's going to be difficult, but I want to give it a draw, 2-2 draw. But if Chelsea is going to surprise me, right, Chelsea should win that game. I don't see a loss to Chelsea based on what I've seen so far in the last 2 games that Chelsea have played, right? And Newcastle also, I know they want to ride on their fans, but the way I'm looking at it, my boys are back. Watch out for Kopama. Watch out for Caicedo. Watch out for Pedro Neto, right? Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share to your family and friends. And this is the first year anniversary of this channel, Fisayo Adedipe TV. I want to say thank you so much for the past 365 days on this channel. For all the subscribers, please, let's move it to 5,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers. You guys have been amazing, amazing. This is the first year anniversary, and I'm glad and I'm proud of every one of you, right? Remember, I mentioned this, the EPL is wrapping up. My fantasy football is wrapping up. I'm going to be giving giveaways to the top 3 position on the Alpha Leo FPL Fantasy League, right? I'm the 3rd on the list, so I'm doing well. So top 2 is going to get it. If you surpass me, the 4th and 5th, if you're able to meet me and surpass the 3rd position, yeah, you get a gift at the end of this. So I'm going to mention your name as well, but the person that is running away with the title is FC Champ, Nathaniel Orobo. I see you and I salute you. You're the winner. I don't think we can catch up with you, right? So thank you guys for liking, for subscribing. Push the channel more, right? And encourage me to make beautiful and massive, content going forward. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Cheers, guys. Bye.